Hey, Jeff here from Rogue Element. Welcome to another installment of The Basement. Today, we are going to be talking about STKR. A few months ago, I was scanning on Instagram, as one does, and I saw this really cool ad for this company, STKR, and they had these tripod lights for overlanders or for camping. One of the biggest problems that we have run into in the last couple years is filming while we're in camp, and we tend to usually get into camp at night because I think we prefer night wheeling than we do during the day, because when you go back out during the day, it's like a whole new experience. And there's a level, I think, of like maybe difficulty there that's higher than just doing it in the daylight. Plus it looks awesome on camera. But we reached out to them because we wanted to try those. We'd heard some ranting and raving about how great they were, and we've seen some other brands and stuff, but we liked the way that theirs was. So I reached out and said, hey, is there any way we could partner on this? And we were able to get some awesome products from these guys to be able to do that. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. First, we're gonna do these. The tripods are awesome, but I wanted to start with these, and I don't think flashlights are talked about enough as far as tools in overlanding. You can use a lot of these for certain situations, whether it's just checking on your rig, crawling underneath, and kind of, just giving it a once over if you got a weird noise coming. They're really handy, especially this one comes with a little tab here where you can just put it into a jacket, or this one lives actually in this. I've got a 511 gear flashlight holder, and it just goes right up into there. It goes behind both. I have one behind the driver's headrest and then behind the passengers, and they work awesome. Two, you can use them in emergency situations, whether you're doing an SOS or whatever you want to do with them. It's just handy to have them. Plus, you're not going to be wearing a headlamp while you're driving. I mean, I've done it before, just goofy, and I don't want to rely on a headlamp. And generally, headlamps don't reach out enough where flashlights do. This one's 1,000 lumens. And it's also what's called the dual LED. So it kind of has some cool options. You can do both at once. It gives you your 1,000 lumens. Then you drop down to a single, or you can use this as a task light, the smaller LED, which I think is rad. Like when I'm in the truck or something, and I don't want to open the doors or have all the cab lights on, you have a setting here. So I don't know how well you can see it, but then it goes to a single bigger, and then the smaller one, which is a perfect little task light. So if I'm, fixing on something, you're working here, you've got this on, you don't have your headlamp on, this is going to be perfect where you don't need it too bright. And that's cool. And this is what they call the 8.0, but the really cool one that I want to talk about, it's this one right here. This is the 10.0. It's their tactical line. This thing it's pretty badass. And I'm going to show you what I put it on here in a little bit. And it comes in a big kit, and what differs this one to the 8.0 is it has two options for a back. So it's going to have your standard flashlight back with the buttons. You probably hear that. The clip is removable. It's removable on both of them, but you just take these two little Allen screws out, and then it allows for a Picatinny rail mount to go against it. And both of them are really cool as to how you can power these. And the cool part about that is you can do the rechargeable, which is, I think this is a 18250 is what they call these. Let's see here, 18650. Not easy to come by the way, but they recharge relatively fast. They last quite a while. So that's what you can do. Or if you don't want to go that route and you don't have options to maybe recharge it or not, and you're going to be going maybe on a hike or something, and you don't have like a little solar unit, you can use this little cartridge here, which fits 3 AAA batteries, and I am told runs relatively same amount of time as a recharge on one of those. Probably, I'm going to guess it's not as much. I have not tried yet. Actually, the reason I haven't tried it is because I haven't run it out of batteries yet, and I've used it a lot. But let's be honest, you're not going to use a flashlight that long unless you're hiking at night. But the tactical version of this, I decided to put it on my home defense unit, which is this. It's got a gun! Right here. Nice. So this is my AR-15 pistol. I have it very compact. It's a fun little unit. makes for easy use in travel, which is kind of nice, you know, whether I have it near my bedside or in the safe. It's always in a safe, but you know, for practical reasons, I wanted something small, something nimble. I have other ARs that are taller and more for you know, use on the range, and their applications for home defense isn't as good as this one because of how small this is. It's a Franklin Armory, got a Holosun red dot with the magnifier, so when I do go to the range. But this is the cool little part right here. It's that BAMFF, which if you don't know what BAMF stands for, it stands for Badass Mother Shut your mouth, mate. Flashlight. So the BAMFF. The cool part about this is I'm able to stay pretty small and nimble, and say something does come up where you have an intruder in the house or somebody's, you know, broken in. You don't want to give your position away with a light that's on all the time. Now, this is handy for when maybe you're out in the woods, or, you know, you got a predator or something. You don't have to worry about that. But if you don't want to give your position away in the house, then you can use the secondary trigger system, which is just momentary. So you're able to pop around a corner, turn the light on, nothing's there. You move into the next one. You don't give away your position. And I know that's why a lot of people use those. Me personally, I have been fortunate enough to never been in that situation where I have to, but I have trained for it.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
And having the right tools on that is great. Pros and cons. Pros. Price point, it's awesome. We even have a discount in the description for you guys if you decide that you want to purchase any of the awesome STKR lineup. 2, it works great. They're durable. It's all metal for the most part. Like the whole chassis of it is a nice aluminum. I don't see, you know, I've thrown this thing around in my truck. I mean, you can see it still looks brand new. It's even hit the ground a couple times. Good lumens. You know, Pros has really good lumens. 1,000 lumens for each one, which is absolutely plenty. The size is really great. Cons. I don't really have any cons on the flashlight itself whatsoever. I do on this, the size. It's a little bit too big. I would like to see something a little bit smaller. I would also like to see the Picatinny rail mount to be smaller and more flush. I would like something a little closer. As you can see right here, it sticks out quite a ways. I'm right-handed, so I'm still able to have my grip on here well, but if I'm coming around a corner or something, this is probably gonna clip on. And if it was like half the size and closer to the gun itself, I think I'd be a little happier with that. It is a little bit big for what I like on there, especially if I ever wanted to add a laser or something really crazy, which I have no desire adding a laser to it. But yeah, so that's the setup right there. I'll put links into the description for both of these because they are different SKUs. So the BAMFF 10 and then the 8.0. And if you have any questions about these or any other STKR products that you'd like to see us do a review on, we do have that FLI Overlander coming, and as well as a couple other ones. But let us know what you think, and hit that like button, hit the subscribe, help us out there tremendously. The like ones, man, can't tell you how important that is. And we'll see you on the next The Basement.